Alright, we're about to start off the premiere draft. My first draft with the new Final Fantasy cards. And we're using blue-green. And I don't really know if I got a solid strategy yet, but we're just gonna see if we could put something together. And really trying to unlock Bahamut. Okay, so we got Says Shoko into the landfall. So we're off to a good start. It's a good start. Okay. Hopefully they're not off to a good start. And they're just waiting. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. And then we'll put the Ethereal Pixie down. Would like to get that. But I think this is a little bit greedy going for it now. So let's just go for basic tempo. Okay, so they're drawing a card. So it's a control deck. Okay. When equip creature, whenever you cast. Surveil. It has flashback, so we'll drop that. Good synergies. We can use that later, probably with this, the Astrologian's Planet Sphere. Job select. Oh, but it gets attached to somebody else. What's Diana? Prevent all damage that would be dealt to your creature you control. Tap all creatures under control. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, it keeps the counter. That's pretty good. I just noticed that. That is pretty good. All right. And then there's another Pixie. We're gonna put that back because we need to get to our other cards right now. All right, cool. I probably should have played the Gayasho greens first, just in case he had something. Oh, no, this comboed. Oh, this combo. That's pretty cool. This deck playing like it's a real deck, too. Okay. It's a big creature. Let's see. Ooh, he didn't like that landfall. He didn't like that landfall. What happened though? Let's see. So the token was just gonna get boosted by 1. Ooh, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, so oh, that's pretty good. Okay. So we'll start casting the dreams, and that would have built up the Astro. I see. I think this is a good deck. think we're on to something. I think we could be on to something. That was good tempo. Let's go in for another one. All right. A little bit slower. But we got our big boy here, Matoya, who we built the deck around. Surveil. Hopefully they don't have a good start. Oof, dang it. I don't like to see that. What are they playing? Right. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Alright, we definitely need a blue land. Yeah, that's not that bad. Surveil one. Reveal basic land. Yeah. We need the blue. Alright. Alright. He's got some good control. I didn't have the perfect tempo, but it's okay. Alright. Hopefully I can stabilize here. Guess he's starting over on his tempo. Okay. survive somehow. I don't know how. He's got a lot of non-creature spells. I'm doomed. But I'm... that's not bad. Oh, okay. Now that looks like that could be bad. Alright. You can attack or game, probably. Yep, he got the tap. There you go. Alright, so he made it. He made it. Just barely. Untap target creature. Alright, so he got that one. He got that one just barely. Just barely. I still feel like my deck is good though. He just snuck that one out there. Alright, here we go. And we're gonna go with the world map followed by Astrologian's Planisphere. Yes, he played nothing. Perfect. Go here. We can counter spell. Let's see. 2, then 1. When a creature dies, I can't even tell how much mana that is. Is that 0? Or should we just wait for the counter? I feel like we should just go ahead and start building this up. Non-creature spell. And then search for a land. We need another blue. So let's get us the island. Alright. And we can attack safely. Let's see, they might remove that. Dang, we need 3 islands. It does have flash. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it surveils 2 first. That's good. So more likely they'll have to pay 3 to... There you go. And... do we want to draw this land? Yeah, but we don't want that. Cycle. I don't know if that was the right move or not. Interesting deck. I'm missing that island. Missing that island. But I could destroy any target non-land permanent now. That's pretty cool. And that was kind of cool. Flash. So we can make a 7/7. Or we could destroy. Yeah, we got a lot of options here. Draw a card. This is sacrifice. Okay. But like some of the people getting lucky. I know the deck isn't bad, but these people definitely getting lucky. Okay. So we can cycle. Oh, never mind, they destroyed. Definitely don't need that. And we're still drawing land. Not what we're looking for. But right now he doesn't have big damage on board. Well, there we go, got the job select. have some landfall action going. This is an enchantment. No, it's an equipment, but not an enchantment. Called the Mountain Chocobo. Okay. Can't be blocked. Really gotta get rid of him. Definitely get the warrior sword equipped with the job, so like we'll get that out the way because there's no reason to keep the fat chocobo. I don't have a lot of creatures on the board. That's something you would plunk down at the end of a zoo deck, top end of a zoo deck, but we're not necessarily playing that. Spend a cast an equipment spell. That's pretty good. And on her turn, she has flying. That's pretty good. His go. I don't know what he's waiting for. He could tap to cast equipment, I'm guessing. And he's not picking. I really can't lose this match. This will be the end of the draft. And I barely did anything, even though I actually like this deck. Right. Keep this in case we need to block. Hopefully he times out. Just let me sneak a win. Sneak a win in there. Come on, use that timeout. Because how does it say? I can't even see how many I got. I think I got 2. He has 0, so if it times out again, I should win. And if I got a win like that, I'll take it. I will take it. There we go. Whew. We got lucky. We got lucky. I'm so glad they quit. Oh, if they didn't quit, I don't know what would have happened there. I felt like I would have lost it. And I couldn't afford another loss. So let's go in here again. See if we can get the wins up. Alright, come on. No, I haven't drawn anything like that first hand, but this is it. There we get that chocobo. Chocobo dreams. Oh no, this is good. This is good. Hopefully they didn't draw anything good. But that's what we want to see. Chocobo open in hand. It gives me a chance to play the game. Here we go. Chocobo. Surveil. Right, we're gonna need that. We just gotta get the land for it. 3 land by turn 3 islands by turn 5. That was hard to do last time. Let's do this. Chocobo is crazy. I guess the whole point is that the chocobo's growing over each turn. That's pretty cool. Okay, Stampede. That would have been great, the chocobo deck. I don't know what he was doing there, or why he did it. Yo, chocobo is crazy. Okay, we got the Surveil coming up. Beautiful synergies here, so let's hopefully smooth out for the land. Let's see. When this creature attacks. Okay. Flashback, can I play that? We'll take it. Need that landfall. Okay, got a treasure token. Put this down. Then all right. I'm gonna try not to let that creature attack. Yeah. Because this one's gonna die by itself, so we're not worried about it. And then let's just focus on keeping control. He can't even attack over me with that. Got the top 3. I like that. Ooh, Sephiroth card. That's cool. That's cool. What's next? Let's just keep the field where we can control it for right now. That can go, that can go. We're missing that island. Come on. Oh gosh, give me the island. What are they doing? Let's do this. I'm just gonna get a flying enchantment or artifact. We got it all covered there. Something on the ground I'm not too worried about. Flying. Okay. Flying. Okay. Just gonna get the chocobo back. Okay. We need that island. Oh boy. I mean, these are not really threats. A 6. You know, I could do this. We can go ahead and attack. He's gonna surveil. Oh, everything's got flash now. Gotta keep that in mind. Everything has flash. Creature cards. Yeah, I don't know how this guy drafted. Maybe he's got some huge surprise. Just sacrifice and destroy a null and permanent. I'm okay with that. Because I don't need to draw any more cards. I've gotten the value, so won't really matter. Go ahead and attack. Surveil. We'll take that land. We got good control of the field though. I'm not sure what else he's... Okay. Ultima. Blight counter. Okay. So that's a flyer. Flashback. Why does it seem like that's glowing? Okay. Anyway, I think we're fine. Yeah, we'll let him do that, and then yeah, let's just take all the land that we can get for this play. This might be our big play. Okay, flying. All right, here we go. Let's pressure with this because this could be game. This is an instant. Okay. That's a land. Don't really need that. Alright. I feel like this deck is good. It flows. Alright, is he gonna leave the Gigantode unblocked? Because then I win. Alright, perfect. Oh, okay, so you only get to pick one effect. I thought it was like the other cards where you get to pick as many effects as possible, which you only... That was cool. It made like the limit break sound too. That was pretty dope. Oh, yep, Tifa's limit break. I just noticed that. That was dope. and actually had the limit break sound with it. I did not expect that. It almost sounded kind of like the effect from that last set with the race cars, the speed effect. Delirium. Okay, so we got. I'm feeling okay now that we at least got 2 wins. Let's see what we got out of our pack. But yeah, feeling much better that we at least got 2 wins with this deck before it went bad. An Orphan. That's the guy from, oh yeah, Cocoon Fallacy. I'm about to say that's from Final Fantasy 13. Play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type from your graveyard. That's crazy. That is crazy. Summon Brunhilde. Oh, that's from Final Fantasy 13. Probably some other ones too. No, that's Final Fantasy 13 because it has the just stalled mode. Alright, cool. Those cards look cool. Yeah, I can't wait to unlock some more of them. It really does make me want to play Final Fantasy again. I think I just deleted it off of my computer like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Alright, so we're at 2 losses, 2 wins. Let's at least cheat out one more win. Let's at least cheat out one more win. I feel like we got cheated on one of those matches earlier. Oh, we started out with the Chocobo, so we're good. Alright, here we go. Really, if you just start with a hand of Chocobos, I think the green could get pretty crazy. Alright, so we go on Chocobo into Dreams. And then we could limit break the Chocobo if we need it. But that was a really cool ending. Okay, what is this thing? There we go. Attack with Choky. Yeah, he's kind of clutch. Yep, we need the land. Alright, perfect. Give us a 3-drop or another 2. So this is, as long as he controls another artifact. Those artifact creatures. So he gets to search for himself. Whenever this creature attacks, okay. Alright, well, right now we can still push damage and pressure, but he's going to untap a creature. Okay, not too worried about it right now. I want a good tempo. And next turn we can drop the Toad. He's searching for himself, so that's a slow turn for him. Okay. Okay. That's 0. Okay. We gotta get rid of that. Alright. Diana. What does that mean, Diana? Equip. We're just gonna play it safe right now and go Toad. We don't. Actually, this could work because next turn we could cycle. Yeah, we could cycle and then do that. And then I'll guarantee that we can slap down that Chocobo. And if we still have a decent board control, then that might be game. Alright. We put the Gigantoad down. Gigantoad. Maybe that's what it's Gigantoad. It sounds better. Gigantoad. Alright, let's see what he's got. Let's let him do something with a track. Yeah. Flip a coin if you win the flip, create a treasure token. Okay, good. Alright, let's cycle first. Then surveil. Oh no, that was a misplay. I definitely should have. Let's keep it because we don't know. We may have to destroy something and it's going to be better than I could just draw a land next turn. And drawing a land next turn is going to feel bad. Versus, at least I know I'll possibly be able to use this. And he's at 6 life too, so anything that could help us push damage or get something huge out of the way at the last minute, this should help us. Especially because we got a flyer, and if they can't block the pixie, then we can win, and we can just keep stuff out of sky. We're up on life, so we don't have to do a lot of blocking. I think we're in a good position. I want to go ahead and cast a non-creature spell to boost us before they try to get rid of it, but let's go ahead and attack first. Add some pressure, see what kind of cards they might want to play. We don't need to land at this point. Now, if that was an island, I would have maybe taken it. Probably not. Alright. I want him to hopefully use some mana, so I feel better about playing my next card. But yeah, if he doesn't, okay, he didn't stop that, so we're good. I think we're good. This should be game. Yeah, we got it. We definitely got it now because we saved this perfect. This was perfect. We waited. Got trample. Yeah, this is perfect. He's an artificer, so I don't get rid of him. But it works out. So what's Diana? Diana just means that you can equip to somebody else. We do have the landfall chocobo, right? Yeah. Okay. And I just go ahead and push in. Yeah, we just push in. That was a misplay. I should have flashbacked that. Or dropped that in the grave for flashback. But that's game. Alright. Cool. We took another one. And that one was an easy matchup. I don't know why I felt like I was sweating just a little bit. But yeah, that definitely wasn't bad. Alright. We got that one. So at this point, I'm getting free wins. If I win another one, I feel like I'm getting free wins. I've gotten enough value out of this deck so far. To be honest, I could make a budget deck out of this too, because it has good tempo. The chocobo actually adds good pressure if you're hitting the land drop every turn. No chocobo this time, but I do have this one, which is kind of like the chocobo, just slower. And we got Kramer, who doesn't really fit in the deck, but we might make it work. We just need to get the 3 islands. Oh no, they're playing a card on turn 1. I hate that. Alright, here we go. And then we'll wait and play Leviathan turn 3. Okay, they got tempo. There we go. He's got defender, so he should block. Unless he's... Yeah, come on. I said let's just play some regular magic here. Please let me counter something. Something big. Okay. You've got removal. It works out. I'm gonna do this. Should I be greedy? Do we need this right now? I think we do, because late game having that beast. Alright, he's gonna destroy the toad probably. Oh, that's got Death Touch 2, Tonberry, and it attacks for 2. Pretty good. I really don't have a way to get rid of that either. Yeah, I was about to say that has to be an uncommon. It's got too many things going for it. 2-1. Okay. This is what we want here. He's waiting for something, or he's missing land. Whatever second color he needs. That's what's going on. He's missing a land. Okay. I think I'm good here. Because he can only play cards when he can play a sorcery. And then I'm going to have to counter spell. Ooh, that was a heavy removal. For him, I mean, like he had that was very costly. Yes, then we got the landfall and we're building that up now. But this is perfect. Here we go. Now Leviathan, because let's stay on top of this. Yes. How many lands we got? Seville 2. How many we got in a grave? We got 3. He can't pay 3. So we're gonna say that yes, we do need the T-Rex. Yeah, we got 6 lands. What am I thinking? I'll say this goes in the grave. Perfect. Alright, good. We're getting some life. We're gonna have board presence. And that has flash. What am I doing? I gotta remember creatures have flash now. I could have played that better, but either way, the pressure is on. He's got to get rid of Kramer. Unless he thought I was just going to make a mistake there and block. He chose the T-Rex instead. Interesting choice. Oh, that has flash too because it's a creature. That's so cool. That's cool. Let's play with it and let's play with him as a flash. Alright, let's see what you got. Is he afraid that I'm gonna counter? I see the mind games of this deck now. This Kramer does kind of fit in the deck. And I was thinking she didn't. Okay. Oh, this is cool. I get this. Yep. Yeah. Yes. This works out. You thought you had me, bro. That is OP. That is OP. That is an OP combo. Yo, that's pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie. Framer into... Why was that OP? Because if you're playing an enchantment creature, so no, wait. She is OP because you get to the second part of the saga almost instantly. I gotta remember that for this meta. You're getting to the second part of the saga instantly. That's how we got the trample, and we had 3 creatures. And if they're tapped or whatever, oh, this is cool. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Okay, so now I take that back. I said she does not fit with the deck, and I was obviously very wrong. Okay, we need one more. Feeling good now. Learning more about these little nuances with the deck. Something I didn't expect. That was pretty good though. Alright. Okay, so we got Lunatic and the Pixie, so this is a good start. This Lunatic is actually pretty good for a common in this game mode. Alright, we go Pixie. Treasure token. Yeah, I don't really need the block right now. It's my first time seeing Barts. Let's see if we can... It's a slow combo, but it'll be a good one. Oh no, what's this? Alright. Let's see. Getting scared though, they're playing creatures at every turn, and I can't do much about them. A flying death touch. Oh wait, okay, so we got something for that. We ain't worried about it. Okay, we need that land, so I have to play the island because I need 3 islands down as soon as possible for this deck. We gotta get rid of this one, guaranteed, but I am losing life, so hopefully we draw into the dino soon. And I misplayed. Should have world map first, because now I can't use it. Should have world map first. We get the fat chocobo down next turn though. We just have to survive. Oh, I'm glad he played removal actually. Oh, but it makes a chocobo. We just need something to slow his offense down a little bit. So here we go. We're gonna play that. And this. So we're gonna go no block on this one. Is he gonna have removal? Oh no. I'm forced to block. Destroy target land. Okay, so I lost this one. They just had the tempo drops on every turn. They had the tempo. Okay, so that's all they're attacking with. I was about to say there's no reason not to attack with everything. I mean, let's look at this. We can survive, but don't know if that's going to do anything. We'll see. I really missed the combo. Deals this damage, so yeah, that sucked just like I thought it was going to. Okay, one more block, or he just removes. I got one more turn to draw something, maybe. Unless he has another haste. Alright. I can still destroy a target non-land permanent too. It's a big investment in mana. I really hope he can. Okay, sacrifice a creature, draw 2. What else does it do? It's a land that enters tap. Okay. Midgard. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Oh, okay, I'll just discard that. Not a big deal. Okay, a counter spell. And we have 7 mana. This is decent. This is decent. We're not fully out of the game yet. Hopefully we can counter something really big. Like whatever his best card is. Come on. Because I can block all day. No. Okay, that does 3. Just gonna exile it. Oh no. He's still got mana. Oh no, what are these lands? What are you doing? It was a good surveil. Because I got 10 in the grave. And he's got a treasure token. So he can still play something big. And it's a 4 for game. And I don't have it. That would have helped me block eventually, but that's game. I'm not mad at this run. This was a decent run with this deck, and the one time I draw Barts, the combo was too slow. But yeah. But I can easily see how you could make a Barts deck and it would be fine. It would be cool. Alright, those are my 3 losses. We almost got 5 wins. 4 packs and we could do another one. So we're gonna do another one because I'm really looking to draft a Bahamut. That's really what I'm looking to draft. So let's go ahead and pull these packs and see what we got here. Okay, so we got Big Boy Choky, and we know what he does, but he's slow unless you're making him the top end of a zoo deck. Let's see, Clash of the Icons. This is cool. Move a lore counter from a target saga. Or put a lore counter so you can speed up your sagas. Or you can fight. That's pretty cool. Ooh, the wild card. That's exactly what I needed to craft the Bahamut. So that's perfect. Because I really want to play that Bahamut deck. Alright. I already looked at Freya. I've recognized that Freya is good. A 1 mana spin to cast equipment, and it has jump. Now that's pretty good. Chocobo Kick. Let's see what else we got. I don't know anything about the red and green. Yeah, I don't know what they do in this set yet. Ooh, Vincent Valentine. This is crazy. That's crazy. It's got the transformation. Whenever a creature opponent controls die, he gets, whoa, he gets a number of counters equals to that creature's power. Whenever he attacks, he can transform, so he'll have the power mixed in with the trample. That is, it's like a boss character almost. 4 mana, so you gotta really be in control of the board for this to work. But I imagine you get 1 good swing, 2 good swings with this, you win the game. But that's cool. how many wild cards? I only have one rare wild card, but we about to get another. So we got 2 rare wild cards. Maybe a Vincent deck one day. And then we got Size. Ah, that's so cool. So now this is my first time seeing Size. I'm sure he goes with the Chocobo. And you already know I'm a fan of the Chocobo because we just saw that in the last deck. When Size enters, you can search for a bird card, put it into your hand, and when he attacks, put a 1 on a target creature, double the counters on that target creature. So he's making the bird squirrel, basically. He's raising the Chocobos. I see what they're doing here. That's pretty cool. He's raising the Chocobos. Noctis. Catch a fish. So he goes with it. I don't know. I don't have any Noctis cards yet. Cloud of Darkness. Particle Bay. That's pretty good. These are some good cards to set. Search for a town card. I'm not worried about that. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Every pack just feels good. Okay, so it's more town cards here. What is with the town cards? Gotta figure that out. Ninja Blades. So this isn't really Final Fantasy, I don't think. Maybe. It says job select. I don't know. I'm not that interested in equipment right now. Alright, so we're gonna do another draft. That was a successful one. It looked very rough in the beginning, but we somehow turned it around. And we are searching for a Bahamut. We really just need 2 Bahamut to fully test the deck I want to test. So we're just gonna run this because I already got a fill-in. I mean, I already know how to run Matoya, and I'll add another to my collection, so I could literally make a Matoya deck after this. We might do that whenever I see what I can do in this draft. Alright, everybody's taking a while to figure out that first pick. Mine is pretty easy for me. Unlike the Matoya deck, but I definitely need to play more than 40 cards playing this. So I gotta keep that in mind. So you can go Matoya into I really want that Earth Crystal. I think I'm gonna take it. I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. Oh no, I'm sorry. I gotta take Dreams. I have to take Dreams because it goes with Matoya. Okay. Yeah. Gotta take the Dreams. But I really wanted that card. Alright. I gotta take the Dreams. Gotta take them. We're gonna get as many of those as we can for consistency. It's a very slow start to play Dreams, then Matoya. But hey, we could find some more control cards. That may be our win con, is just controlling the game until they run out of resources. And we play more than 40 cards to make the game go long. Don't know how solid of a strategy that will be. We'll see. Luck of the draft. Yo, they are really thinking. They're really thinking with this first pack. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Excalibur 2 when you gain life. That is interesting. Whenever a land enters creature. This actually goes good with my deck. It's gonna be kind of sit back and control. I think we could go this way, this route. Yeah. Let's see. Mountain cycling. And we could just sit back on Matoya. And we get scries, so that's how we know we'll get lands. Let's see what else we can find here. I feel like I'm taking a risky strategy to try to combine some things here. Island cycling. Do I think I'll need that? Versus mountain cycling. We need both, so let's just put that in there. See what this is. Okay. Can't think of any immediate use spells. When you cast a non-creature spell, at least 4 mana. And 4 mana would be from casting those from flashback, so this could work. And it can help us burn. Yeah. Because we already got some burn with Fabled Tender too. So it looks like this will be our strategy. Gain control. I think I might do that. I think that might be the best thing. When this artifact enters, draw a card. That goes with the Vincent. I think I want this. Probably not the best, but I'm sure people are going to have equipment attached to them. Return. Okay, well that obviously fits with my deck. So we go here. I really don't know how we're going to win other than casting non-creature spells. Yeah, that's 4 cost. More mountain cycling. Haste magic. Oh no, what the heck? Why is the timer moving so fast? This is BS. Why is the timer moving so fast? Okay, whatever. I don't want any of these cards either. Alright. Oh, there's my Bahamut. I'm taking him. I don't care if he doesn't go with the deck. It's the only reason I'm drafting. Just for the Bahamut. Now I got three in my collection. I can craft. Well, I gotta craft 1. So yeah, I will have a total of 3. This Bahamut deck is gonna be, oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. And we just saw with the instant that I was playing. Oh, what's this? King, Trader's Dragoon with jump. Oh, let's see. And I'll take this, the fire magic. I'm gonna keep Bahamut in the deck too, because if we're using Matoya, they just draw out the game, make it a low game. Ooh, mill half of their library. I gotta take it. Half of their library, gotta take it. I think that's going to be the fit right there. Yeah. All right. I don't know what this deck really does yet, but oh, Sarah. Oh no, I would love to get this card. Oh, I want Sarah. I think I might just pick Sarah. Oh no, we gotta get the counter spell. Never mind. I was really about to get Sarah. Whenever you cast a knot, we're getting this. That definitely fits in this deck. I think this is going to be one of my best cards. Put 8 counters on Ultros. 8. Whenever you can. What's the 8 count? A 8 non-creature spell. I wonder what this actually goes with. I'm gonna have to look this up. What card does this actually synergize with? Okay. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better about this deck and the selections now. Even though I don't really know what it does, I just know we want to make this a long game. Because we want to mill. We got some counter. We got a little bit of stun. A little bit of burn too. Each time we play a land, we're burning. Blazing bomb burning. And we got our draw power. Alright, let's see. Out of all of these, let's just... Yep, we're just gonna take that. I like the Lunatic though. Lunatic is actually decent. Lunatic is decent. And it does synergize with my deck too. Maybe I should have taken a Lunatic. Okay, this is obviously going to be the thing to get. We're expecting to control a lot of lands in this deck. Trying to see, how do we get rid of stuff? You can gain control. You can draw cards. Yeah, I still don't know how we're going to control the board. We gotta... Okay. That goes with my deck synergy. We still got some packs. Where do we go to 3? I'm trying to get better at drafts. I am new to Magic and never really do well. Well, maybe you can learn something from watching. I've been playing Magic for years. I'm not an expert, but I really know how to build decks and things too. Drafting is really fun though. You should get into it a little bit more often. I'm not really good at drafting, but it's just fun, and it's the best way to earn new cards where you can kind of pick them out as well. For instance, the main reason I'm doing the draft is because I wanted to find me a Bahamut, and this draft, this is my second draft of this set, and I got me a Bahamut, and then I'll have to craft me another one. Okay, what are these cards here? I don't want them in here. Okay, I can take that. But I'll tell you what, the way I really started draft, which is the best, is when a new set comes out on here, do the sealed draft. Because then it just gives you a bunch of random cards and you put it together. And that's a little bit more fun at the beginning until you have to do like this, the traditional draft like this. Cast, I feel like I want to go for cycling, but this looks like it's a good creature and I can't ignore it. I don't really know what it does. I didn't feel like reading. Let's read her. Can't. I need this. I think I need this. Oh, ice magic or sleep magic. I think sleep magic. Yeah, I think this is the obvious choice. Go with sleep magic. I play standard or brawl. Mainly the highest I got in the rank is diamond, never mythic, but I'll get there eventually. Yeah, I usually get fatigued by the time it comes to getting to mythic myself. Like I just feel like I don't have enough time to just play into mythic once I get right on the edge. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, I think this is gonna be good, but maybe we need to syncopate. This might be better. To be honest, this might be better. Just for my specific deck. I gotta... I know I'm supposed to pick this thunder. Oh, that's cool. That's lightning. I really should be picking this card. I have to. To be honest, I have to pick that. I wanted to pick the other card, but that is the only card that makes sense. Cycling in this situation. Yeah, Brawl. Yeah, one of my friends plays Brawl. No, he plays Historic. Never mind. So you don't play Alchemy at all on here. Is that what you're saying? Oh, that's gonna be good. Stolen uniform. Ooh, we can take their equipment. I think I like this, taking the equipment, because we know that somebody's going to have equipment in their deck. I think I need this, because I don't want to deck myself out, because I'm going to be doing a lot of drawing. Return it with the finality. I like the idea of this, to be honest. We're just going to take it. We don't know how it's going to work yet in our deck, but Haze Magic. Really don't want that in here, but we need this. We need Light of Judgment. And it destroys equipment. That is perfect. Hexproof. I can see that being useful. This definitely not. No. And that's it. Those are my cards. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think I'm screwed. Hold on, that says 48 cards. I think I might be good here though, because everything else should be... I'm keeping the Bahamut in here. It's the whole reason I'm drafting. L says, I have played a bit. The cards for alchemy can be very OP. Yeah, well, look at it this way. The cards for alchemy, even if they're OP, that's what's balanced about it, is because you're playing with alchemy-based effects against alchemy-based effects only. So you'll both get to do cool things. You just hopefully plan yours out so it goes your way. So I love alchemy, to be honest. That's my main rank mode I love to play because of the extra effects and cards you can't get anywhere else. However, it's harder to build collections in alchemy because they made the specific alchemy packs too. And I can never get a full collection of alchemy cards because of that. I'm not going to put money into the game to get all those alchemy cards. As far as this deck, I think going with the 48 build will be fine. Everything that's left are things that I was okay with. Now, I wasn't quite sure what she does, but it's casting instants and sorcery from graveyard when she enters. So she's not really a 3-drop. She's more like a 5-drop or more. So I'll keep that in mind. 5 is when she would be really active. Other than that, hopefully I can make this work. We just want to stun and control and do a little bit of burn. Let's see how far we can get this. Hopefully this deck doesn't make me rage. All right. I got cards to play. Let's go with it. Stolen uniform. I'm interested to see how that works because I know we're dealing with a bunch of equipment. What they got? What they got? Is it a haste? Please don't put out a Fabled Tender. I don't know why I thought that was red land at first. So, got the equipment. Oh, not that thing. I don't like that. Exile the top 2 cards. When you lose control, that is it even worth it? I don't know. Let's just go with the only play we've got. Or else I feel like things will just go bad for us next turn. Yes, we're gonna lose Fabled Tender. He blocked with that. Interesting choice. Why not with the hero? Not sure. And I can steal the equipment again too, put it on her. But I don't think that's going to do much for me, so we're just gonna cycle or wait. That's alright. I'm gonna play a little while this first game with the deck, really get to know the deck and what it does, how I feel about it. Even if I might get smashed on this first game. But I am right, he's got the equipment. We pulled a Bahamut. Okay, so this worked out perfect. Destroy the equipment that's attached. Perfect. But he's still got creatures and the life lead. My deck might be a little bit too slow. He's just pushing my face in. Alright. This is all I got. That'd be nice though to get that back out of the deck. You could take the equipment. Let's just go this route. No. No. This is stupid. Yeah. Alright. Wasn't much I could do about that one. Yeah. Wasn't nothing I could do about that one. Can't say the deck sucks yet. He just had a really good start. He had the right cards. Alright, let's go with the next one. Oh, he spent a little money. Yeah, he's got the title of the ambitious. Okay, we got Blazing Bomb first. I like that. Blazing Bomb into Laguna. Then we can do Opera. Okay. Yeah. These both are instants too. That's actually pretty cool. All right. He's got haste. That's to help me catch equipment. Maybe that's not going to be good in this draft. I assumed anything that targets equipment was going to be good. And that other card in the last game was. I just obviously would need more of those. Here's his equipment coming down, I'm guessing. Human Scout. Wow. He got the perfect synergy there. How did he get that perfect synergy? I mean, he drafted it, obviously, but dang. That's good luck. That's crazy luck. And he gets to steal it. Oh, that sucks. Pirates. That's a sorcery, so we kind of gotta play it. This deck doesn't do anything. I think that's what this is. Well, it does do that. I remember that. And then it can blow up. I see. So that's an automatic combo. Sorcerer Schemes into Blazing Bomb. Okay. But other than that, this deck doesn't really do anything. We can see that. Okay. Titus. So how does this mix into the whole thing? I don't get it. He's not necessarily playing artifacts, so he got treasure tokens. Okay, so it's basically when he creates the treasure tokens from attacking. I see the synergy there. Umbrelloso. That might be backwards. Let's just do this first. And then we'll play this. Doesn't leave us with a lot of opportunity to do anything else, but I feel like we just gotta get him down on the floor. But I see he's got some combo pieces here. He's just gotta attack. Oh, that's sick. That is sick. I like that. I'm not supposed to be excited about what they're playing. One time attacks. That is sick. Man, I can't wait to unlock a lot of these cards in the set. I like that. They really put a lot of thought into this. and how to make the mechanics of Magic work with the idea of the Final Fantasy cards. Okay. But is he going to attack with any of these is the question. I don't see how it's advantageous for him to do so. Oh no, my Bahamut. I'm losing my Bahamut. I'm losing him. That sucks. I lost the Bahamut. That was possibly a win con. This deck sucks. This is probably going to be a short run, but either way, let's just have some fun with it. Whatever happens, happens. Let's see. This deck doesn't do anything. Okay, flying. He don't have anything in his grave yet. Oh, get library, so yeah, he can still grab something. And I can see how that will let you search. Oh, it doesn't let you search Blitzball. Artifact card. Ah, he searched for Lunatic. Lunatic is actually good in my opinion. That 6 mana destroy a permanent. That's pretty good. Please attack with Titus. It'll be my only win if you attack with Titus. Please make a mistake. Pick Blazing Bomb or the Scorpion Sentinel, because I want to keep the Savin Tender on field. Yes, pick Scorpion Sentinel. Come on, you can do it. There you go. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Actually, I don't want to keep Savin Tender. Yes, get rid of Titus. This gives me 6 mana. Do I need mana? Get rid of that. Thank gosh. Okay. And we could go ahead and attack. And he's looking to destroy that with the 6 mana next turn. I'm fine with that. Because this isn't even my best card. That's a little mountain cycling card. And I can still shuffle my grave back into my deck later after we use up all the... Do we want to use the flashbacks? Because they get exiled. Okay, are we in trouble here? I think we're good. I think we're okay to survive one more turn. That sucked. Okay. You gotta have a lot of mana to play that girl. Let's just keep that in mind. And he pulls Steve. Not good. Not good. Yep. Okay, so that's game. I'm gonna just accept that one. I'll just accept that. We tried to work our way out of a bad situation, but yeah, there was no way to do that with those cards we had. It's all right. Let's just roll it. Let's do another one. Okay, off to a very bad start with this draft. I think I did. I mean, I know I took just a few cards I shouldn't have, but I didn't think it would affect me that much. And this was technically my free draft from the last run too, so this sucks. My free draft is going to waste. I guess it's better than the paid draft going to waste. Okay. We might have to do island cycling. Okay, it's alright. He hasn't put pressure on us, so we'll island cycle. And that will allow us to draw 3, discard 2. Okay. Let's just go with the tempo. Okay. That's gonna be a good one right there. I think. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think that's the natural tempo of the deck. Is what they want you to do is play vehicle into mill. Well, it's kind of slow, but please don't tell me he's got counter spells. Don't do this, guy. Come on. You got 3 colors, so I know you got cards you could play. Oh, he's got a Titus. Okay. He's got the Tidy boy. Non-creature spell. Over 4 mana. Yep. Nice. The synergies. The synergies. With 1 mana, what can he do with 1 red? It's gonna go. I'm about to say. I mean, you could do first strike. Oh, he's flashing in some equipment. Yeah, first strike. That's what I was thinking. Okay. So we got the unexpected request to deal with that. Do I have enough life to go for the aristocratic capital? That's the question. Okay, so I can't block anyway. Okay. But I can't take his Titus. Oh, he left the mana up. He left the land up. Why is he scaring me? Why is he scaring me? Oh no. He's got to counter it. Oh, that's what he had. Okay. I'm not worried about that. Let's just use that while we can. Can I survive? I think I can. This will give me haste 2 for 5. If I survive, it depends on what he's gonna play though. Oof. Oh no. That sucks. What a terrible luck. Terrible luck this draft. Even when I didn't really have like a bad hand, it still didn't work out. We might get the spell that lets us untap. That is crazy. Even with a game where I didn't really draw that bad. It's just the combination of cards just don't go well together. But yeah, equipment definitely is the meta right now. I think we're gonna need more cards to battle against equipment in future drafts. I completely flunked out on that one. Completely flunked out. All right. Fun. That's pretty good. This spell can't be countered. Draw a card. Kuja. Trance Kuja. So create a black wizard token. Okay, so it's just gonna burn basically. And if a wizard control would do damage, it deals double. So yeah, it's just burn. Alright. So that's it on the draft. But we are going to craft our Bahamut. Now, we're going to craft the Bahamut. And see how the deck runs with 3 Bahamuts. Like right now I only got 1. Why does it not show up there? Oh, I got 2. Yeah, I got 2. I don't remember. Okay, so we got 3 Bahamuts. I'll show you the deck. I'll show you the deck that I'm working on that will feature Bahamut. And I can change this. I don't know why I called it food, but we're gonna go ahead and drop the other Bahamuts in there. We need to take out something, and I believe the thing that makes the most sense would be these Chocomogs. I feel like out of everything I got in the deck, that could come out the most. Everything else I feel like has such great synergy. We're gonna drop the Chocomogs. Trying to decide. What do I don't need? The Primal Garuda we do need. But do we need 4? So I feel like we could take out that and then maybe we might run 61 cards. Because we're milling too. I think that's what we're gonna do, actually. You know, I'm trying to think, why does Choco... Why does Choco kind of fit into it and it kind of doesn't? Because yes, we are going to have creatures on the field. But them all attacking at once, it's not really the style of the deck. I feel like maybe there are other enchantment creatures that would that would fit. Especially because a lot of enchantment creatures came out of this set. But none that were really a 3-drop except this. Do I want to do that? Devote myself to 2 white mana? Because I think those are the only... Yeah, those are the only sets that had enchantment creatures. Unless there were some other types of enchantment creatures here. Yeah, it's as I thought. There's no other type of... Unless we go 4 of these. We could go 4 of these. I think 4 Fenrir is better. And then take out the Choco. Maybe we could have one of these though. You have to have power 2 or less. I got a lot of 2 or less power. I think this will be good, and then we'll add the Garuda back. We'll add Garuda back in. And then I think this will have me where I want to be. Alright, so the whole point is obviously use that for control. That's an enchantment. And YUNA is basically going to summon our Bahamut from the grave. Hopefully by turn 5. Turn 5 we get YUNA to summon Bahamut from the grave. That's really all we care about. Turn 5, summon Bahamut from the grave, and that's it. There's probably a lot more swag we could do with the deck, but we might figure that out as we go along. But let's go ahead and run this. We're going to jump into Alchemy and see how this goes. We actually got 2 decks we're going to test. We got this, and then I do want to make a note to come back and make the other deck with that wizard. Where was it? This guy? So we need to make a Matoya deck afterwards. So I'll make a note on that. And we'll name it. We're gonna come back and make a Matoya deck in a few. Because I saw some good ideas I could run with that. Alright, let's jump into rank alchemy with the YUNA Bahamut. Haven't played any ranked in like the last 2 months. But this will be cool. Because most people aren't expecting or ready for the strategy yet, I'm guessing, because the cards just came out. All right, here we go. And we'll take this. This is a good tempo start here. Great. He's reading that like, what the heck? Is he gonna just burn it? Get rid of it? Yep. Okay. scry. We might need that. It's about time to draw that YUNA. We still haven't milled anything good. Too many lands. What's up with this? What is up? But we do want Frolicking to attack. Maybe tap your mana. Okay. Alright, come on, we need our YUNA. We need our YUNA to get this deck started. What's going on? Okay. He can't be blocked. Because he's a skulk. Oh, see, I never even seen this card before. It's interesting. Okay. Maybe get rid of it. Yeah, it's not that bad. Drawing cards. Yeah. I really do need this scry. This is terrible. What is up with all these lands? This is horrible. Oh my gosh. All right. And gonna go ahead and play another card. Offspring. Yeah, I figured this was otters. Can't catch a break. I'm only drawing the low end cards. I think that'll be game on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and quit this one and start the next one because they gave me none of the cards I could have used. Even right there, I think if I would have just top deck a Bahamut, I would have been in maybe okay shape, but they had hand advantage and didn't get any good meals. I wasn't getting nothing. All right. We actually got cards we can play this time. And we got our control so that we don't get run over. That is OP. He actually began with it in his hand. Double straight enchant. Equipment deck also. Yep. Okay, we got Yuna. That's all we needed to see. Not all we need to see. We need to get a mill. Let's go ahead and start milling. There we go. That's what we need to see. So now the deck is playing. We get to see what it does. All the cards at their line like Final Destination. Everything just falls perfectly into place, and he... Okay. What's going on here? He can... Ooh, he's got lightning. Oh, we got one turn to do something for lightning. Wrecks our face. Oh gosh. This is our... I don't have enough mana to do it. Because I have to tap. Oh no, lightning's gonna embarrass us. Scry. It's a land. I have to do this. Okay. At least we can get rid of the... Okay, so now, because my mills have not hit. And so... Lightning's about to go crazy, but isn't this the same thing? I guess she just gets double strike. But yeah, this could be a lot of damage. Okay, I'm not that mad at this. That's not that bad. And I'll get rid of lightning this next turn. Okay. That's bad. Ooh. I am going to get rid of lightning. We're gonna have to go slow route here. And this will allow us to get some life if we feel like we really need it. I think we will use that for life. Okay. The Buster Sword, that's pretty good. Combat. Oof. Okay. Oh no, that's crazy. I told you that little mouse is gonna be good. He's like, why am I not blocking? Oh, he gets to play it. No. Okay. And Buster Sword's not of it's not a legendary equipment either. So you can play multiple Buster Swords. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. How much mana I got? Okay, I got enough. Okay, I think we can make this work. We'll do this because we need life. Okay. So we'll get rid of Rat first. There we go. And we'll get a little bit of life. Okay, good. We're back in the game. We're back in the game. make us a protector just a little bit on their turn. But yeah, that's the thing about equipment decks. No creature you can't play. And we got creatures not entering tap, so that's good. Cycling. I'm in a good spot now. I had to fight for it. But no, I'm in a good spot. Doesn't really matter who gets flying at this point. Surveil. Hopefully we can mill Bahamut. That's what we're looking for. No Bahamut mill. But alright, good. Target creature gets flying. I think we're gonna want that. Yeah, we just wanted to get the flying effect to Lumra next turn. Ooh. Yeah, that's nasty. That's 26 damage. Of course, you got a block. So we don't need to care about flying anymore. We just can't let 26 damage go through. And we do need a mill, because why can't we mill a Bahamut? We got 3 Bahamuts in deck and we're almost half deck. He gets to play any equipment from his deck for free. Oh, draw a card. Yeah, he gets to play anything for free. Yeah, anything for free. That's broken. At least it's tapped. Okay. Oh no. Why did it feel like it attacked 2 more times than what it was supposed to? Do we want to try to mill something? We need to mill Bahamut. Yeah, gaining life won't matter anymore. Okay. We tried. Pretty good equipment deck though. I gotta give it to him. Can't keep those creatures controlled. And still couldn't get to that Bahamut. I need one more. What were the odds that I couldn't get to that Bahamut? That is pretty OP, man. That Buster Sword. Okay, so I'm getting to see what those cards do. I really wasn't expecting equipment to be a deck that I have to worry about. I thought that was only in the limited drafts. Yeah, decided to go ahead and decline that land. I got 4. That's good enough for right now. Tap. You playing bats, vampires, or a Johnny Lifesteal type stuff? What is this? I'm glad that he decided he needed to really get rid of that. Works out for me. Got 2 enchantments in the grave. I just need my YUNA now. Okay. Why are they playing that card? Definitely misplayed right there. Should use the prairie and attack with everybody. I don't know why I wasn't thinking. Except for off attacks, you may sacrifice a creature. Okay. Another creature enters. Let's just wait. That's fine. Moment of craving. I'm really surprised he's playing that spell. Yeah, it's definitely a budget deck. Just mixed in with the Sephiroth. Similar to mine's budget deck. You may sacrifice another creature if you do draw a card. Is he going to sacrifice? I would sacrifice. You don't need that. I'm gonna go ahead and block the damage. Wow, this deck draws a lot of land. Very annoying. Very annoying. Got me top decking over here. Okay, he's top decking too, so I ain't mad. They balanced it. I know I missed the block just now. I think it's because I'm getting sleepy because it's late. And then they give me another land. This sucks. And now watch, he's got something. Here, Johnny. Okay, so I was right. It was some kind of budget of Johnny thing with Sephiroth included. Interesting. Does that enchantment stay? He says good game. What makes a good game? I mean, this would give me life. I don't know what happens. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I thought it'd drop off. And it did. Why am I getting so flooded with lands though? It's the crazy thing. You know, sometimes your deck plays smooth, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it's crazy. Can't say I really had a smooth game with this one yet. Well, not since I've been streaming, but when I tested it earlier, it definitely played a lot smoother. Trying to think, where would it need more work, because a lot of the pieces are needed. We aren't really getting to YUNA. That was a really big problem. We're getting the engine, but not the card. That makes the engine run, actually do something. So this time we've got it. Alright, now this is what the deck's supposed to run like. I don't know what was going on before. It wasn't running like it was supposed to at all, but now... Okay. But now I'm definitely on tempo for what the deck does. When they die, he's just needing tokens to sacrifice stuff. Build up to some bigger plays. Alright, and he spent money too. He's got the Sephiroth thing up, and he's playing a Sephiroth deck. So, that's smart. He need a bunch of stuff to sacrifice. That would be a way you play it. And then it transforms, right? To supernova if it happens the 4th time in a turn. Yeah, I mean, I know he can just get rid of it by sacking and stuff, but gotta force him to do that play. Use up his mana. There we go. Might as well surveil. That'll work. Alright, maybe we can stay alive. We'll see. It depends on what resources he's got left in his hand. Okay, one was a land, and that was the Midgar. Thought he could use Midgar to draw if he wanted to. Yeah, surprised he didn't. Okay, he already had the draw. I don't know, I still would have used maybe Conviction first. Now he's trying to look at the combo there. Either way, I should be good to get rid of Sephiroth next turn, even though he's doing that. Sephiroth can't attack. Is that the 4th time where he gets to transform? That's pretty good. Boy, he could just do it the other way. It would be cooler if he just attacked and did the effect. But I don't know why he didn't do it that way. I would have liked to see it too, where he attacked and then... Okay, so let's... We're not winning with that deck. We're not seeing the Bahamut at all with 3 in the deck. It's crazy. We're not milling it or nothing. I bet if I just play another match, we would. But let me go down to the other deck here. Matoya. I'm gonna build this one real quick, but then we're gonna go back to playing with Yuna. Alright, so the Lunar Well. You may look at the top card of your deck at any time. Crew 1, so you can crew that. I'll put them in there and see how it goes. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, maybe not, but so we know there were some obvious cards that fit well with that. The Matoya. And you scry or surveil. And then as your surveil, I don't know. Could play this. The counter spell. Counter spells, surveil. Let's keep looking. Let's see, is this even worth it? Because you could play Lunatic turn 1, play Pixie turn 2, and then you got Matoya turn 3. Turn 4, you get Surveil. We can try it. I'm trying to figure out where this all lead to if you do that. Since it says Scry or Surveil, then I would think we would probably be using something with black in it as well. Or green. No, I don't see anything immediate here. Alright, so Matoya, we got that. Chances are we got Scry. Let's see what else allows us to surveil. Our lands, I guess I gotta keep that in mind. The lands make us surveil and then we can draw. Okay. I don't have that many surveil lands. So not gonna be a consistent strategy, but surveil 2. Okay. This Kaido actually synergizes pretty well, though. That might be a deck. Or we could force it to be one. Yeah. We can force it to be one. The Tome. I forgot all about that. And this is in my Alchemy deck. I can play it? Yeah, I can play that in Alchemy. Okay. Treasure map allows us to scry. So this is a lot of scry. I know. But we're gonna roll with it. That's 12 twos. I'm gonna put some threes in here. Let me see if I can find some good threes. Let's start with the mythic rares first. Something I think will synergize. When an artifact enters scry 2. When this artifact enters scry 2. That's the only time. Okay. When you cast your first spell each turn, I think he could go well with Matoya because probably going to play more than one spell per turn. So it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield. Not worried about that. Oh, okay. Glarb. Look at the top card. You may play lands and cast spells with mana value 4 or greater from the top of your library. It's not going to be a lot of that, but it does give us a surveil with a death touch. And because we're playing Glarb, I could see me using him to just get rid of some creatures later with the death touch. Yeah, with those. We could add in 2 more cards. Maybe that's a little random. Take that out. What happened to... Okay. I would still need to find a win con for the deck. Let's see. At the end of the day, how would this deck win? Here, you may play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type from your graveyard. Spells you have cast: Delve, Bless. Okay, let's say we take that out. To create tokens. Let's see. Spells you cast have Delve. Okay, let's see. What is this? Whenever you cast a creature spell, he could come in handy. 6 and then 7. I'm looking for a 6 and a 7 drop. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, Faerie Dreamthief. So I feel like because I'm surveilling so early with this Faerie Dreamthief, I could use it to cheat out some kind of big creature. on turn 4. I think that's the thing I'm missing here. Elder is just a setup so I can play something big on turn 4, really. If I just kind of scrap this whole idea and look back right here, I believe there's a card, right? Where is it? Yeah, and there's Zombify. So I think we're missing an opportunity to Zombify here. Instead of this stuff right here, I think we could just Zombify. Yeah, I think it's going to be way better. And then it's what do we Zombify? Is the question. Yes, yeah, I think that's fine. The question is, what cards are we Zombifying? Because it can be anything. Return target creature from the battlefield to the graveyard. So you're obviously going to want like the highest cost anything. And see, I could put Bahamut because Bahamut's a creature now. It's an enchantment creature. But he only destroys one permanent. How good is that going to be? He's a flying 9/9 that destroys a permanent each turn. We could try it. So, what else we got? A flying 9/9 that destroys a permanent when he enters. What else we got? He got that, but I don't think that's going to do much. I think the only other thing that's really good is Stab Wound, Perforated Crocodile. This might be the only other thing that gets a good board wipe-ish effect. And then the rest, I think it just kind of falls into place as is. Do I need the hard-hitting question? I probably won't, but we're not gonna know. Yeah, the hard-hitting question can go because the only reason I had it there before was when I was playing Glarb, and we're not playing Glarb anymore. Let's just look and see if there's anything else that makes sense for a 1-drop in this deck. I really like Patchwork Recruit just because he kind of... Well, that doesn't fit with his deck style, though. I don't think there's any rares that are going to fit with a good start. Whenever enchantment controls enters. Probably could go Lunatic and just try to use all the newer cards. See if we could make something out of it. I think Lunatic could work. And you take down some Mazemind Tomes. If we do this. Lunatic, Mazemind Tomes. Zombify. I think the one Glarb would be good. One Glarb. And I feel like we could put more perforator crocodiles in here because they'll be used for cycling. To see if we put 3 more perforated crocodiles, I'll leave 2 more cards, and we could build the deck for power if we want. Because really all we care about is hitting the Zombify. After that, we don't care about much else. So I gotta find 2 more that I think make a big impact upon entering. The Massacre Worm is one of the only other ones. Enters, just putting a blight counter. It's not quite the same. Yeah, I feel like I just need something that's gonna clear the board. I know sometimes you could put Valgavoth there, but it doesn't do anything but sit there and can't be targeted really. I think the closest thing would be this. So I'm kind of torn. There doesn't seem to be anything else that's better for when it enters the battlefield. I think I'll just stick with that, and let's just check what card do we have at the 5. There might be something here. Let's see. It says that's 56 cards after lands. That can't be right. It's 24 lands. Okay. Only thing I could think of is if we do another maze. We can do another card that does surveil. Okay. So we want to find all of the lands that say Surveil. That will give us 4 Surveil lands. And then 4 Fabled Passages. That should be all the lands we'll need. Really want to take the forest out. And let's replace that with just replace it with a common island or a basic land island. Alright. I don't know if the deck does anything. We'll do a bot just to see what the smoothness of a hand looks like. It might not be smooth at all. And then we'll try it out in the next stream in some actual matches, but let's take a look.
Hey. Oh, hi.
And I actually got a scry land in there, and that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, I actually picked scry lands instead of surveil lands, so I'm glad I looked there to test it out. But so far, 3 turns, haven't really played anything.
But it wasn't easy.
Didn't get any forests either. And it did recommend that I play at least 1 forest in here. Okay. So, didn't turn out that smooth. Let me go back. Oh, okay. Let's take this adjusted lands there. Alright, let's run it again. Alright. I'm just testing to see how smooth the deck actually runs.
This looks like a good spot to have someone else.
Here's Surveil. We need the land. Starting with a Bahamut hand is bad. Guess we could take it. Next turn we don't do anything. I just have to block.
Seen that coming. Aww. Oh. Aw.
Oh wow. Okay, too many lunatics. It's horrible. Yeah, I can't do anything with that. Okay, so this doesn't... Yeah, it's not as smooth as I thought. Well, that's a decent top deck. Alright, cool. Then you got Quelling Rebirth. Is the grave built? You would think with all the surveilling. Okay, there we go. So it took way too long to get the engine set up and built here. But now we might have to test this out against another player. It's just those lunatics. Drawing the lunatics at a Bahamut in the beginning is bad, but Bahamut needs to be in the grave, needs to be surveilled. Okay. Maybe it has some potential. That's so funny. Alright. Seems like it could have a little bit of potential. We can test it on the match and see what happens. Alright, let's go here. We didn't see the Matoya at all. Wouldn't even know that was in the deck. Thirsty. Alright, here we go. This is a decent start. Go ahead and get our island out of the deck. Okay, looks like we might be facing an equipment deck. Haven't had a lot of luck against these equipment decks so far. Enchantment. We're gonna need that. Yeah. We're gonna need that green. But I don't need the Bahamut in hand. That's one thing I do not need. Yeah, this is gonna be annoying. Question is, do we have time to survive against this? Glarb is too... I think it's too late. It's too late to play Glarb. So this is very RNG based, unfortunately. All the surveils and looks I've gotten so far, it's nothing. But I can't really say I'm mad at this one. It's just, it's an aggro deck, even though I do have something to deal with this in the deck. It just didn't get it. Just didn't get the luck of the draw. Has something to deal with it. But you gotta love it. You know how aggro is. You either have your board wipe or you don't. If you don't have your board wipe, they might got it just like that. Ain't nothing you could do about it. We might go back to the Yuna deck though. Yeah, they're definitely trolling me. They're making me draw the Bahamut in the opening hands on purpose. Definitely trolling me. And they gave up. That sucks. Come on. One good game with this one. Then we'll try one more with the Yuna. Great. We got the Croc in the open hand. We always want to see that. Felt like I probably should have went island. Search for the island there. But we'll dump Croc. Surveil, start surveilling for stuff. Probably get the island this next turn. Just get that out the way as soon as possible, so we have all the colors online. Coiling Rebirth. Fine. Okay. We just have to hope they don't build some board that we can't deal with. But since they're doing rabbits, probably not. They're just gonna revive all the rabbits, probably. Yeah, probably just gonna revive all rabbits. Good, got my Bahamut in the grave. Okay. I know he's just gonna revive them all. Just waiting. Yeah, we got this guy. Okay. He really board wiped that one. Okay. Let's see. That is 6, 7, 8. Okay. Right. Well, since he doesn't want to do anything, I'm not going to do anything. We're just going to do nothing. Okay, so I see that I need to add a refill or something in this deck. In case I get a lot of control like this and then they want to just sit back and spam board wipes. I mean, I think he knows what I'm going to do regardless. But I think he doesn't have any other choice now but to start playing cards and hope for the best. Thinking here. So maybe counter spells works good here. Like, I couldn't figure out what else goes good in the deck. I guess just putting the counter spells. Yeah, I think just putting counter spells would be good. And maybe one other creature type. One other creature type. Okay, so trying to think. No, I've played his kind of deck before. They just revive at the end, and then they do the Thunder Bond. I think he never got the revive, and I assume yeah, he has no card draw in there. But maybe something like this. Could be another counter spell. I like the Seasonal Loss being in here for backup. But maybe this. This could be another counter spell. Or a counter spell creature. Maybe that's what will work better. A counter spell creature, I think, might be the last bit of sauce that it needs to hold its ground. I mean, let's see, counter, and we need something right about the 4 or 5 mark. I don't think there's anything at this rarity. So counter target, we don't want that. Okay, so yeah, it might have to be let's see, indestructible. This might not be bad. Draw 2 cards. I don't need more draw. That's one thing I don't need in a deck. Okay. Well, let's go down so we can get the counters. And I'm a fan of finding... Wow, that's another Surveil. See, this is okay. It gave me a creature. I really can't remove anything on field either. I just realized that. If something hits the field, I may be relying on the Seasonal Loss. I mean, well, we got Bahamut. Bahamut is the single target. Okay. Yeah, Bahamut is the single target. Get rid of something. So that's fine. More counter control. It's what we really want, more counter control. But for some reason I thought there was something that was at least a rare. But that only protects against creatures coming down. Okay. So I feel like I run the spell Sparagor. I don't know how you say that. I feel like I need one more big creature that puts a lot of pressure on someone. Like, let's say I put 2 of these in there. But do I take out something else? I don't really see. The 4 crocs I think I'll need. Fanekeeper's family. I felt like this did okay. Can destroy a target enchantment. Gain life. I feel like this is actually a good card. Let's just put 1 in here for now. But the debate is, do we run more than 60 cards for this deck? Because we're going to run out quick. Or do we change like one of these lunatics to the shuffle artifact? What's that artifact that shuffles? Elixir. And you gain life. So maybe run 3 lunatic, 1 elixir. Because we shouldn't deck out if we get the elixir. So that's all we need is 1. So that works. 1 elixir. 3 lunatics. 3 Mazeminds. We have so much scry in the deck. I don't think I need the 3 Mazemind. Honestly wonder if there's some way I could sneak more value from something else. Let's see. You can spend mana. Okay. Now, this could possibly be good. I remember Finale Revelation. Wow. This could work in my deck too, but I don't think I need it. That's the problem. I don't think I need that. I think that's just me trying to be cool. Because I used to play Finale Revelation decks. I don't think I need this. I never really pay attention. What does he do? Remove terminal. Don't really need that. I feel like the ancient one has a place in this deck, knowing that we're going to have a grave. And we can force them to mill also if he wants to stall like what that guy was trying to do last time. I think this might be the perfect fit. Instead of playing 3 Mazeminds, we only need 1 ancient one. Sacrifice it. I still haven't found out what this could really be good with, except maybe some early game pressure, good aggro. But the ancient one, I think the ancient one Take out one of those maze mines. And now I think we've got a lot of bases covered. We got counter spells, we got power, we got our pseudo like board wipe with a creature. Got sacrificing so we don't have to target. And then of course we got the scry draw engine. The surveil draw engine mixed on top of the power on the back end. So maybe it plays out to something. Probably won't play any more of the YUNA Bahamut deck tonight just because it's getting late, and I think this is the last time I'm gonna try the Matoya deck. But tomorrow, definitely we're gonna do some more Bahamut runs because I gotta figure out why the deck isn't running smooth, even though I got the tools in there for it to run. I've got the mill in there, I've got the Bahamuts, I got 3. It shouldn't need to have 4 just to make it do something. This is not good. Bahamut in my hand. That's not good. Is this the same type of deck I just played? Yeah, we just need 4 lands for the deck to work. I'm in a good spot already. Oh no. That's not good. Let's surveil first. Only we didn't have the Bahamut in the hand. It could actually do what it's supposed to be doing and actually being in the grave. So I can get rid of stuff like Arabella. Put pressure on the opponent. Yeah, that's indestructible. But he is destructible, I think, if he has 0 power. So we should be able to take care of that. Yeah, I knew it was gonna make a lot of tokens. I didn't know how many. Once again, very close to pulling off the strategy. Very close, and just something always happens. Had a really good start besides the Bahamut being in hand. That Bahamut just could have stayed in deck. But other than that, I felt like I got off to a good start. They just got their stuff first. Okay. Very clunky hand, but we're going to try to push through it. Okay, at least Bahamut's in the grave this time. Really about the lands, yeah. Can we hit the lands? Maybe. Maybe we'll hit the land. Right. I am going to go for swamp. I feel like the swamps are more needed. I need 3 swamps to play crocodile from my hand. So we're gonna go for a swamp. Whenever you draw your second card. So we're gonna go ahead and put Bahamut out there because it's gonna cause him to have. He's gonna have to have something to get rid of Bahamut. He's looking like, how did he do that? And you can put it back into my hand. Oh, he's playing Drakes. Okay. Okay, he saved that. Good for him. Well, I'm just setting up for the next one. Yeah, this is a good matchup for my deck because he'd have to be playing counter spells and had to have been ready to counter. Let's see, this gives me 6. Don't really need that. Mazemind Tome. Don't really need that. This would be the perfect time to draw into some counter spells. This is working good. Somehow I always end up losing regardless. Oh, this worked perfect. Glad I had you. That's gotta be frustrating. That's gotta be frustrating. Oh no. Oh, I'm pretty sure I would have drawn into another. The time was just ticking. I'm sure we were getting ready to draw into another Zombify with all the scry I had available. All I had to do is, well, all the surveil. Let's see. Well, I didn't have a lot of surveil available, but I still had this. The graveyard was. No, it's not ready yet for that either, but that's how the deck should run. He actually didn't have a bad deck. Wonder if he had any counter spells. Because I see where he's doing this to get something board presence set up in the beginning. But Hmm. Yeah. I feel like all he really needed was a counter spell in there and his deck would have flowed. Alright. Well, that is that on that one. Yeah, we're gonna leave that deck there. That'll just be like a little fun deck we mess around with and use to complete quests here and there. But when I get back on tomorrow, this is the deck we're trying to use the white and green version of Bahamut. And it shouldn't be that hard. It does require us to mill Bahamut. And I guess you would say this deck is slower because yeah, you gotta get to turn 5 with Bahamut in the grave. But I think this makes for a more explosive play because it's not just putting Bahamut on field. You got Yuno on the field that you got to deal with. And then you got Bahamut on field that you got to deal with. So I feel like this one has, I feel like, more potential. I got to figure out, do I need to focus something else down here on the engine of the deck to help me get this more consistently? Because I mean, we got Molt Tender for milling and mana ramp. I feel like you can't take Molt Tender out. Shelter by the Ghost. Obvious reasons we need that. We need some type of removal in the deck. And it actually helps protect your creatures as well. With that Ward 2, forcing them to use a lot of mana. This is my mill. I need the mill cards. So Wayfarer can't really remove Enduring Innocence. Now that's just, I just threw something in there. This possibly could come out if I just figure out something else here in the 3 mana slot. Fenrir can't come out because that's mana ramp to help me get to Yuna on time. Garuda can't come out because we need removal, especially combos with Authority of the Consuls. So can't take out Garuda. None of these summons can come out. There's only one golden opportunity, so there's really no reason to take that out. Bristlebud Farmer combos so well with the deck, and it's only one. There's no reason to take this out because it does allow us to mill. And it does put pressure just being on the field. A trample, a 5/5 trample that does something every time it attacks. So, oh, getting tired, but yeah, it does do something. So, and then Lumra obviously does something. Turn 6 adds food in the grave to keep the Yuna alive. And the whole plan is hopefully Yuna 5. Summon a Bahamut. They do something to maybe the Bahamut. And then you Lumra. You knock another Bahamut or anything useful in the grave. Probably to get rid of the Enduring Innocence. I think this just needs to be a normal removal enchantment. I think that's what that needs to be. Like this, something like Banishing Light. I think that's what that needs to be. Not quite an enchantment creature, but I think, yeah, that will fit a lot better for multi-purpose. I don't really need more combo. I got the combos figured out with just a little bit of control on the mid-range until I could play Yuna. I think that'll be good. So we'll try this tomorrow. I feel like the deck can do more. We just got to get that potential out. But anyway, that's it. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.